the biggest difficulty will forever live in love. You are not only tense arms looking for a little bread and a little salt, so don't complain when you see that we only give you a little wind and a little sand. It is you who ask too much, because it is too much to ask a little water from the one who still dies of thirst. Yes, it is too much to ask a little oil to the one who has nothing to put on his plate yet. What do you do when you expect a little sweetener on the part of the one who is still prisoner of his own shells? What do you do when you hope for a little tact and delicacy on the part of the one who has not yet healed the lacerations of the crazy herbs in which he still runs? It is your blind thirst that makes you see generous bunches of grapes in the other hand. But often the hand is empty, or was there only 2 or 3 seeds, vestiges of a bargainunexpected from the day before? Are you lacking in love? Your brother is missing as much as you, and your thirst and his are more than sisters. Admittedly, you do not need to receive love before being able to give it yourself, because love is made from nothing. Yes, from nothing. No need for learned knowledge and no need for expert skills. Love will be woven with 1,000 little things, a little candor, this ability to forget everything with each instant and discover the world and life as if it was the very first time. A little playfulness, just a little, because it is like salt in fine kitchen. It is the flavor when the just has what it takes, and it destroys the flavor when there is too much. A little innocence, this ability to let the most beautiful intentions direct lyrics and acts, looks and gestures. Yes, love will be woven with 1,000 little things. A little sweetness, a little delicacy, a little finesse. But while you will have managed to create love, to build it completely by assembling 1,000 little bricks almost transparent, while you will have understood that giving love is to express for the other the words and the gestures, the attentions and the actions that arise from love, which flow from love. While you will understand this, you will also discover that nothing is more difficult than preserving the love you have woven. The other will often be expectations and insistence with expensive proportions. And while you will put your love like a bridge between the other and you, the other will destroy the bridge that you woven with 1,000 delicate and fine twigs. Also remember that the other is sometimes yourself. Because it also happens that it happens that it also happens that it also happens that it also happens that it happens that it also 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 happens that another love like a bridge between you and him. And it happens that it is your expectations and your insistence that become acid that destroys the delicate fibers of this bridge. Without a great inner force, the building of love that you will have been able to build, beautiful and immense, can never hold in the inevitable eddies of your relationships. Do you know that your heart is a heart of sensitivity? When he is serene, he can give love. Because serenity is then like a clear and peaceful sky. That allows the heart to draw and bring arcs to life. But when he is basic, rudder, oppressed, even injured, it is not love that your heart creates then, but animosity and aggressiveness, or distrust and suspicion. Love is like a golden flame in the heart. And if you do not have the will, you will never know how to maintain this flame intact. It will cease to be golden, to become red flames and black flames, grey flames and troubled flames, painful flames and flamesAggressive. Your heart is a heart of sensitivity, which necessarily reacts to everything that crosses the threshold of its perception, caress with a delicate hand, like the burden of a burst. It is the will, and the will alone, which has the power to descend in the foundations of your heart and to hold your heart in its strong embrace. So the heart could falter, but it will not succumb. The heart could fold, but it will not break. The heart could be touched, but it will not be cut. Because the will has been one with the heart and will have communicated its resistance and its strength to it.